I wake up to the sound of rain tapping against the window, a soft, familiar sound that brings no comfort. My eyes open, and I realize I'm here again. The bed is the same. The sheets are twisted around my body as though I've been thrashing in my sleep, and the faint light of morning barely pushes through the heavy clouds outside. I sit up, my heart already pounding, because I know what comes next. I don't want it to, but I can't stop it. I get out of bed, the floor cold beneath my feet, and I feel the pull, the same compulsion that's drawn me 100 times before. I walk to the door, hand on the knob, hesitating for a moment as if I can resist the inevitable. But I can't. I never can. The door creaks as I open it, and the hallway stretches out before me, long and dark, the familiar paintings hanging crooked on the walls. There's a smell of something burning in the air, faint but unmistakable, like charred wood or singed fabric. I walk slowly, trying to stay quiet, even though I know it doesn't matter. The house feels like it's alive, watching me with each step, its wooden bones creaking in response to my presence. The clock at the end of the hall ticks, loud and slow, each second dragging out longer than it should. I glance at it, 3:12 a.m. Of course, it's always 3:12 a.m. I keep walking, unable to turn back, because no matter what I do, no matter how I try, I'm always pulled forward. My stomach knots as I reach the staircase. I grip the banister, my fingers trembling, and look down into the dark abyss below. I know what's waiting. I know what's about to happen. I take the first step, then the next, the wooden boards creaking under my weight, my breath coming in shallow gasps. My hand is slick with sweat, and I wipe it on my shirt, but it doesn't help. The feeling of dread only grows stronger. The basement door is open. I don't know how it got that way, but it always is. The black void beyond it calls to me, whispering my name, pulling me closer. I want to scream, to run, to hide, but my feet keep moving, slow and steady, toward the darkness. I reach the door, standing on the threshold, staring into the nothingness beyond. My breath catches in my throat, and I step inside. The door slams shut behind me, and the air grows thick, suffocating. I can barely breathe as I descend the stairs, the old wood groaning beneath me. Each step feels like a lifetime, my body heavy with fear. The light bulb above flickers, casting brief, sickly yellow light on the stone walls. The basement is cold, damp, the smell of mold and decay thick in the air. I can hear something moving in the shadows, a soft shuffling, as though something is dragging itself toward me. My legs refuse to move faster, no matter how much I want to run. I reach the bottom of the stairs, and the sound stops. Silence. The kind that presses against your ears and makes your heart race. My eyes dart around, searching the darkness, but there's nothing. Nothing visible, anyway. I can feel it, though. I can feel it watching me. I take a step forward, my body tense, ready for what's coming even though I'll never be ready. The sound starts again, louder this time. Wet, labored breathing echoes through the basement, and I freeze, my blood running cold. The light flickers again, and for a split second, I see it. A shape, hunched and misshapen, crouching in the far corner. Its eyes glint in the brief light, glowing red like embers. My heart stops. I can't move. I can't think. It's there, and it's coming for me. The light flickers once more, and it's gone. But I know better. I know it's closer now. I can hear its breathing, louder, faster, almost excited. I take a step back, bumping into the stairs, my breath hitching as I try to swallow my terror. I need to move. I need to get out, but I'm frozen, my muscles locked in place by the sheer terror coursing through my veins. The light goes out entirely, plunging me into complete darkness. I can hear it now, moving toward me, faster, louder. My legs finally respond, and I turn, scrambling up the stairs as fast as I can. My fingers slip on the banister, the wood slick with something I don't want to identify. I can hear it behind me, close, too close. Its breath hot on my neck, and I scream. I throw myself against the door at the top of the stairs, fumbling for the knob, my hands shaking violently. The door bursts open, and I stumble through, slamming it behind me. I collapse against it, gasping for air. My heart pounding so hard it feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. Silence again. The house is quiet. I think for a moment that maybe I escaped. Maybe this time I got away. But then I hear it, the slow, deliberate sound of something dragging itself up the stairs. My body goes numb with fear. I know what happens next. I always know. I scramble to my feet, running through the house, my mind racing for any way to stop this, any way to change the ending. But there isn't one. I reach the front door, pulling it open, but the moment I step outside, the world shifts. The ground beneath my feet crumbles, and I'm falling through blackness, endless and suffocating. My body twists in the air, weightless, and my mind spins with it. My thoughts jumbled, confused. I can't scream. I can't cry out. There's nothing but the sensation of falling deeper and deeper into the void. And then I land. Hard. Pain shoots through my body, and I gasp for breath. The wind knocked out of me. I open my eyes, and I'm in bed. The sheets are twisted around me, and the sound of rain taps against the window. My heart sinks. I'm here again. I sit up, my body trembling with the knowledge that it's not over. It's never over. The same events will play out, just as they always do. I'll walk down that hall, descend those stairs, face that thing in the basement, and no matter how fast I run, no matter what I try, I'll never escape. The time loop has me trapped, forcing me to relive this nightmare over and over again, with no end in sight. I try to think, try to come up with something different, a way out, but my thoughts are sluggish, heavy, weighed down by the oppressive certainty that nothing I do matters. I get out of bed, the floor cold beneath my feet, and I walk to the door, knowing what's coming, knowing that no matter how much I dread it, I can't stop it. The door creaks open, and the hallway stretches out before me, long and dark. The smell of something burning fills the air again, and the clock ticks at the end of the hall. 3:12 a.m. I walk forward, unable to resist, my body moving on its own, like a puppet being pulled along by invisible strings. I reach the staircase, my hand gripping the banister, and I descend, step by step, into the basement. The door is open. The darkness calls to me. I step inside. The door slams shut. The light flickers. The creature breathes. And I run. I scream. I fall. And I wake up again. The rain taps against the window. The sheets are twisted around me. My heart pounds in my chest. And I know I'm still trapped. I will always be trapped.